Hey guys, Devin Scribe here, and I just wanted to show you how much I feed my hamster per day. And I feed her, I'm going to divide this video into 3 different parts, kind of, because I feed her, first I'll show you what I scatter feed throughout the cage, and then I'll add on what I use for treats every day, because I give her a lot of treats. And then the third thing I'll add on is her fresh fruits and vegetables. So the first thing that I feed her is I give her each day 6 pellets of Oxbow Healthy Handfuls Essentials. And these contain all her nutrients, everything. And you want to try to find a pellet that they like, because it's important that they eat these. And they usually won't eat like the pellets in the seed mix. They'll leave them behind. So you want to try to chop around and find something that they like. She really likes this, so I highly recommend it. And then the next thing I give her is 2 each of the crisps that come in the blends, the seed blends, like Hazel Hamster, Hairy Hamster, and All Living Things Hamster and Gerbil Food. These are just the crisps. So I give her 2 of these. I give her 2 of each kind. So 2 of those, 2 of these, 2 of the yellow squares, 2 of the white ones, and then 2 of these alfalfa X's. The next thing I give her every day in her regular scatter feeding is a little piece of a pasta wheel. And then I'll put a little piece of millet spray in the cage every day. Somewhere I'll hide it. And then the other thing I'll give her is some Timothy hay. And I put that in this little hanger. And then she kind of pulls at it all day. She really likes that. And so I put some Timothy hay in her cage every day. So this is what I scatter around the cage. I don't use this food bowl. I just scatter feed. So I take all these things and then I scatter them around the cage. And then for training, here's what she gets. So she gets 2 squash peas. She gets 1 sort of protein treat, either a cat or dog treat, a small piece like this size. She gets 2 pieces of corn. She gets 2 sunflower seeds, 2 pumpkin seeds, and these are usually cut up into a bunch of little pieces for training, 2 watermelon seeds, 1 small half of a peanut, 1 oatmeal treat, and I make my oatmeal treats, basically it's just whole wheat flour and ground up oats, and then I shape them into whatever shape I want, and I use food coloring. This is hamster safe food coloring. You don't have to use food coloring, and I'll probably do a video on how to make these, but this is just a hamster hot dog. You want to make sure it's kind of small, so she'll get that, and then she really likes those. And then she'll get a piece of dried apple, a piece of dried papaya, or basically 2 very small pieces of dried fruit. And then here's a piece of the cheese wedge treat that I think is by Super Pet. I'll break this up into tiny pieces, and she'll get about that much of that. And then for fresh fruits and vegetables, I'll usually take, this is one of the tiny mini like baby carrots, so I'll usually give her like trying to break this so I can show you. Sorry, I bit it. Okay, so this is about how much of that she'll get, and this is again a treat, so she kind of gets it during training. Like I said, I give her this, I hand feed her this during training. I'm just putting it in the bowl so you can see how much food she gets every day. But don't ever put fresh food in the cage and just leave it there, because it can go bad. And then this is just like a little piece of apple, so I'll give her like, I'm having a really hard time. I'll give her like a little piece like that of fresh apple. And then this is a little piece of broccoli, so I'll give her like probably like this much broccoli a day. And that's all her fresh foods. So in total, she gets this every day, all of this. But, you know, half of this is scatter fed around her cage, and then the other half is hand fed to her for training and treats and taming and all that, right? And then the fresh fruits and vegetables are always hand fed. So basically it's probably like, gosh, this is a pretty tiny bowl. It's probably 2 tablespoons of food. And, so I'd like to know what you guys think, because, I mean, it seems like I'm overdoing it because I am giving a lot of seeds and nuts and fruits or whatever, but, I mean, at the same time, it's like, am I giving her enough? But it's probably measures out to be like 2 tablespoons of food. And, so yeah, that's what I've been feeding her every day for a pretty long time. And it's what I fed my last hamster as well. And she lived a pretty long time, like about 2.5 years. So, I don't know. They don't get overweight on this, but like, it just seems like, I don't know. I just don't know. So I really would like your input. Also, if you have a dwarf hamster, you want to totally alter this because this is way too much sugar, way too much fat. Dwarfs are prone to diabetes, and so are, Syrians will get overweight or whatever. So anyway, let me know what you think. Please comment, rate, subscribe, request, and thanks guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.